Hey everyone, it's Andrew Morgan, host of the Nomcast, the Netflix original movie podcast. Each week we review the biggest Netflix original movies with special guests ranging from film professionals to comedians to podcasters like Johnny Ganache from the legendary Pint of Comics. Listen and subscribe to us on iTunes, Stitcher, or wherever you get your podcasts, and be sure to follow us on Twitter at NomcastPod.
Hi there, I'm Lloyd.
And I'm John, and we're from Pint of Comics. As we dive into your favorite pop culture topics, we may just
Occasionally
use language that could be considered
globaloney.
what? No, I mean,
Foul.
exactly. Offensive.
No doubt. Crass.
You bet your ass.
Sophisticated.
What? No. Anyways, you get it by now. It's mostly just
Gutter talk.
And one more thing. Watch out for spoilers. Sometimes we drop them like trousers. You've been warned.
Listen in.
All right, so we're back for another fun episode of Pint of Comics. We are going to do something we've done a couple times here. Tonight, I am your sole host because I am our game host for this evening. Our normal other host is a player. So we will get to him in a minute. We will get to him in a minute, Jeopardy style. We won't ask him any questions, though, about like his hobbies and stuff. You ever notice that part of Jeopardy is always very awkward when they start talking about that stuff? And it's like, well, I like to raise I raise chickens, and me and my mother. It's like, just stop talking, dude. You're making things worse for yourself. So I am John, and this is we've done a couple episodes of this. This is where we're going to play a game that we were given as a review game, and we've done 2 episodes so far with it. It's kind of gotten some gas out of the show. It's called Pick Your Poison. pickyourpoisongame.com. You can find it there. And the essential idea, so if you go to pickyourpoisongame.com, you can see the actual real way you're supposed to play this game. What we do here is kind of a bastardized version. But the essential idea is that there are 2 scenarios, and I've picked 8, so we're going to try to do 8. We'll see how time runs tonight. 2 scenarios, one on each card. And I am going to give you guys the scenarios, and we're going to go through who the players are in 1 second. I'm going to give the players the scenarios, and then they have to start to determine which scenario they would do. I'm going to name them as scenario A and B. They're going to be able to, I'm going to go between the players. They can ask me any qualifying questions they want to ask me. I'm the games master, so I can make it any way I want. So if they have a question about, well, in this scenario, is this happening? I can say yes, I can say no, I can say something else. So that'll be the first way we go around. You guys kind of ask me those questions. Then you get a better idea of what might be a better scenario. And then we find out who would do what. And we find things out like we did in the past about how like Lloyd is willing
how many people I choose to kill.
Lloyd is willing to masturbate people out of existence and you know, stuff like that. He does it all the time. Every time Lloyd snaps his wrist back and forth, someone just disappears like off of a continent far away, and he doesn't care.
Everyone's got to go at some point.
So we've got 2 players that have played before, and we've got 1 player that has not played before. So first, we're going to go with player number 1, as he called himself. You know him as the co-host of Pint of Comics. He eats cupcakes half at a time. He's wearing a pink shirt tonight. It's Lloyd. Lloyd, what's going on?
That's right. Yeah, today's Friday. We're recording on a Friday. I had the day off today, and you know what I found out? When my day is not structured, I don't eat.
You don't eat?
I don't fucking eat, yeah. I had myself a little breakfast, and then all of a sudden it was like 7 o'clock. I'm like, I'm starving.
and the 2 half cupcakes were your dinner?
No, I had, amazingly, I was on my way home, and my wife had brought home Kentucky Fried Chicken. So I fucking wolfed down some fried chicken. It was great.
He doesn't eat all day. He eats Kentucky Fried Chicken for dinner.
And then a cupcake.
And meanwhile, he's the one built like a decathlete, and I look like a fucking... Yeah, exactly. Okay, so fuck that guy. Next up is, he's a fixture here. It's Scary Larry Dwyer. Scary Larry, what's going on, man?
Oh, I did not eat fried chicken today, but I did have some rum cake and a cannoli.
Okay. All right.
All right.
That sounds
Not
good.
bad.
Hey, that replaces the cupcakes.
Yeah.
That actually
No,
does.
every time I go down to Bridgeport, like I was today, there's a bakery called Bridgeport's always been known for two major Italian bakeries, one being Luigi's on Upper Main Street and the other one being Del Pret on Lower Main Street. Both of them, if you were a Yankee fan and you remember the Channel 11 days, Phil Rizzuto would get trays of cannolis sent to him from both Luigi's and Del Pret. He was big fans of both of them. Luigi's is now closed, but Del Pret's still there. So every time I go down there, I go in, grab a couple cannolis because they're the best cannolis in the world. If they have some rum cake slice, I'll take some of that. And I'll look at the picture of Phil Rizzuto on the wall and remember the good old days.
Do you stop at the money store after you're done? Or?
I do not,
No.
unfortunately, stop at the money store. I wish I could because I could use some money. So
Well,
that would be fantastic.
I'll say this real quick. Earlier this week, Larry stopped up at my casa when I was working, and he dropped off a tray of Larry. If you don't know this about Larry, we don't talk about this a lot on the show. He is he's a great cook, a great chef, a great baker, and he dropped off a tray of stuffed peppers that were so Monday night is when he dropped them off. My wife had them for dinner, and she loved them. She texted me that these things are fantastic. I had to stay and work till 10 on Monday night, and I was like, I'm going to eat the peppers tomorrow because a responsible adult doesn't eat stuffed peppers at 10 at night. I'm an asshole. So I come home, and there's 2 stuffed peppers waiting for me. I eat 2 stuffed peppers at 10 at night, and I can only describe my farts as horrendous the next day. but that is a compliment to the chef.
Yeah.
They were awesome.
Larry smoked some mean brisket too.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
do.
It sounded a little dirty, to be honest with you, but yeah, that was fantastic. Those peppers. And our third player is been on the show before. She's a stranger from the internet. We met her online.
The redheaded stranger.
The redheaded, yeah.
Stranger danger.
Willie Nelson is no longer the only redheaded stranger. Laura is now our redheaded stranger. Laura, do you want to tell us about anything good you've eaten recently? That seems to be the motif we're going with.
I did not have fried chicken today either, since we're putting that out there. I ate a few of those, the Baby Bell wheel cheeses.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had like 3 of those today and a bowl of
You
cereal.
peel off the red wax.
Yes, the best part. And then you mush it in your hand and you
Make it a ball. I make it a ball. Do you make it a ball?
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah. Okay.
I
Cool.
try to like mold it into other things if I eat multiple ones of them, which I typically do because I just love cheese.
What's wrong with this natural shape?
Of the ball?
Yeah, why do you change the shape of the cheese?
No, not the cheese.
No,
the,
Yeah,
the
you
wax.
take the wax
Oh,
off
the
of
wax. I thought
Yeah.
you're taking the cheese out and rolling the cheese into
That's
another shape.
gross.
I'm like,
No, the
I don't
cheese I
understand.
have to eat, I have to bite it into moon shapes until I
Okay.
get it into a real, like the thinnest
That
crescent.
totally
moon I
makes
can.
sense.
That's how I eat
Yeah.
the cheese.
That's fine.
I don't know why.
As long as you're not rolling it into a ball, that's fine.
No. I'm not going to
So-
roll the cheese.
So we learned how Laura eats her cheese a little bit earlier off air. We learned that the inner voice in her head is Harvey Keitel, and so that's very interesting. And you said a bowl of cereal. What kind of cereal?
Cocoa Puffs.
Not
Okay.
Fruit Brute.
No, not Fruit Brute.
You can't get Fruit Brute anymore. Don't even get me started on that.
All right. So those are our 3 contestants. Laura, I did warn you before you came on that this can get kind of disgusting, a little weird. So, but you've been on enough of the watch parties. We see your sense of humor. I think you could hang in.
I
So
ate
I'm
a lot of cheese today. I'm okay with disgusting.
okay. All right. Her cheese levels are pretty high. So we've done a couple of these so far. So there's only so many cards. So I picked out 8 different scenarios. We'll start going through. If I pick a card that I know I've seen before, I'll just quickly pull one out here. So let's go to scenario 1, and then I will go to each one of you guys. I'll give you an opportunity to ask me questions, and then you're going to tell me as I read them off, A or B, which one would you more likely do? All right. So this, I'm afraid already of this. All right. So scenario 1, you have to do one of these 2 things. You have to either A, be forced to remove your pants before sitting down. Okay. Be forced to remove your pants before sitting down. Scenario B. My wife is in the room with me. This is going to bother her greatly. Flatten a field of puppies with a steamroller. All right. So flatten a field of puppies with a steamroller. So I'm going to go around. I'll start with Laura. Laura, do you have any questions about either of these scenarios that you want me to qualify?
I mean, what am I sitting like? So, okay, do I have, yeah, it is a good question. Do I have to take off my pants for the rest of my life before I sit down?
Yes.
Okay.
Every time for the rest of your life that you sit down, you have to take off your pants.
Can I ask more questions?
Yeah, you can ask, ask another question. Absolutely.
What kind of puppies would I be flattening?
Mixture, all kinds of puppies, all kinds of puppies.
All the best ones.
Yeah,
All the best
like
puppies.
whatever, Laura, whatever in your head are the best type of puppies
Oh no.
are the ones you're crushing with a steamroller.
Oh, can I answer now?
No, we're gonna go.
no. Okay.
We're gonna go to the Manster. Manster, do you have any qualifying questions?
All right. So, what size field is this? Is this a football field? Is this like a cornfield? Just maybe like a little field, like in the backyard.
All right. Well, I'll be fair. It's not a football field. First of all, any field of puppies is too big of a field to flatten with a steamroller.
Hey, that's not for you to judge.
Okay, so I will say it is like a high school. Well, they're all the same size. A baseball diamond. Okay, so
baseball diamond. All right.
An infield. Okay, I'll give you that infield. Let's cut the outfield out.
Right, so the infield of a baseball.
The baseball lines. Yeah, or I'm sorry, the base lines.
Are these newborn puppies?
Puppies are newborn puppies. That's what a puppy is.
That people call puppies up until they're.
All right, so this is the smallest, tiniest, like cutest little puppies like in the world.
So, by any chance, are these puppies deformed in some way that they're already going to die?
Nope, these are the healthiest fucking puppies on the planet Earth.
Okay.
All right, Larry, do you have anything?
I do. So choice A was, say choice A again for me.
Be forced to remove your pants before sitting down.
Okay. So just pants.
Just pants, yeah, just pants. You have underwear on. You're not allowed to have a secondary pair of pants or long johns. You've got to wear something that would be considered like an underwear.
Yeah. Okay. And I'm free to explain this to people.
Yes.
Okay. I'm good.
All right. So let's go up to Laura. Laura, what do you choose? A, the take your pants off, or B, flatten the baseball diamond field size of totally healthy future craving puppies.
I will take my pants off before I sit down.
Laura,
before killing the dogs.
Laura will take her pants off before killing the dogs. Okay, Manster, I'm a little nervous about this, but Manster,
I know you are.
What would you do?
You all are. Those puppy questions I asked, those were just a distraction. I would easily take my pants off.
Yeah,
I practically already do every time. So there you go.
Yeah, see, I mean, those who do join into the watch parties know that I'm not afraid to show some films that include violence towards puppies.
Yeah.
You know, there were several weeks in a row, I think.
Yeah, you went on a fucking tear.
There was.
Yeah.
It was a good good clip. It was a good clip there where some dogs were meeting their demise on Saturday nights during the watch parties. But this is a no-brainer. I like animals better than people, so I'll clearly take my pants off and explain to anybody who questions that every time I do this, I'm saving a field of puppies, pal.
I'm just going to say, what are you looking at?
There you go.
There you go. My wife is very happy being a dog lover that you all answered correctly. So scenario number 2. All right, scenario A, and let's pretend that we're not in social distancing COVID times for this. Attempt to break dance at your next work function. Okay, so you have to attempt to break dance at your next work function. Scenario B is have the sounds. Someone wrote this in, by the way. So this must have been from way back when. Have the sounds of your own orgasm be your ringtone. All right. And I will start with Larry with questions on these two.
Okay. So the ringtone, can I just have my phone on silent? And
nope. Your phone is always on the loudest setting.
Volume.
Always max volume.
Always max volume. Okay. And the breakdancing at any company function. Yeah, okay. No, I'm good. I don't have any questions. I'm good.
Lloyd?
Oh, boy. The breakdancing at the next... so it's a one-time deal, right? Yeah.
At your next. This is a one-time deal. This is a one-time deal, but I do have a caveat. I get to include caveats here and there. Like whoever is like the highest at your work that you want to impress and you don't want to look like an asshole in front of is like there and is going to be like he or she is going to be paying attention to you.
Ooh. Okay.
All right.
They'll be on the outside of the circle.
Right.
as you fucking break, they'll be clapping along. Yeah.
All right. So no other questions, Lloyd?
No, that's it.
All right, Laura, anything?
Yeah. So the length of the orgasm noise. Are we talking like when Harry met Sally?
Well,
length, like
I'm
how
assuming you
long
can
is
pick
it?
up your phone right away.
yeah, I guess
That's true.
not to be gross, but it's the sounds of your own orgasm. So I guess to be fair, let's say it is whatever your orgasm like sound level is, it's your longest noise and your loudest.
Okay.
So if there's like a 1 and a 10, this is a 10.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
it's Harry met Sally.
Yeah, pretty much.
That was a good.
Okay.
Pretty
one.
much.
Yeah.
All right, so let's start with the Manster and find out would he do A, attempt to break dance at his next work function, or B, have the sounds of his own orgasm be his ringtone?
Oh, that's just horrible. I'm a terrible dancer. Attempting the break dance, I think everybody would think that is so funny, and I think it would scare people away with the other. So I'll go with the break dance.
All right, I like picturing this. I like, especially knowing Lloyd's job. I like picturing this.
Yeah.
All right, Laura, what do you do?
I'm gonna break dance. I love dancing, and I have no shame, and I will dance stupidly in front of anybody, and immediately.
Okay. All right, Larry, what do you got?
Yeah, I think I've already breakdanced in front of my. So that's a clear winner right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of those cards like that. I did these all randomly, and when you play in the original way, it's not as random. So sometimes the cards they don't mix up as well. But yeah, good choice by the way on all you guys. Good choice.
Everybody chose correctly.
Okay, all right. This one is kind of tough. This one it could be weird. Pick your poison on number A or letter A. Give a eulogy for someone you didn't know, and then B is only sleep with people twice your age.
Oh.
All right. So I will start with Laura. Do you have any questions? And there's some good room for questions in these two, I think.
In the eulogy, do the people I'm giving it to know that I don't know this person?
Good question. And I am going to say it's a classic sitcom scenario of no, you have to fake it.
Okay. And with the men twice my age, are they physically fit men or are they older, 68? Like they've been through some hard 68 years.
Well, 68 either way. Only 60. I'm going to say it's
68-year-old man could still be a
no. You're right.
virile.
I'm going to say it's going to be completely random. Like
Okay.
it's completely random. You could get like Harrison Ford, or you can get a Gorilla Monsoon. You know what I mean? Like I'm just trying to pick like the breadth of what a 68-year-old man could be in my head.
Right.
So yeah, there's not one or the other.
Okay. All right.
Manster, any questions?
So the young lady who's twice my age, are these people in a cemetery or hospice care?
Well, yeah, this is a good one in your case because, well, we do know that you're the oldest one in the group, and twice your age is probably dead. But but let's say it's a let's just say what twice.
Or is it like a Michelle Pfeiffer looking? 100.
Yeah, but Michelle Pfeiffer's not 102. So let's say best case scenario, it's the lady at the end of Titanic, right? 'Cause she was 100.
Okay. All right.
Right. Best case scenario. That's
totally the best case.
And that's
Seems nice.
yeah. She seems nice.
In the eulogy. All right. No, I don't get no questions for that. I'm good.
All right. And well, I'm going to see if Larry asks it. Then I have a caveat on one. Larry, any questions on these two?
At the eulogy, do the people know me?
No clue who you are.
Okay.
And you have to fake it like you knew this person. And I will throw in the caveat that you have to talk for like at least 15 minutes.
Oh,
That was my next question. I was going
can't
to
even
ask
talk for 15 minutes.
how long does this eulogy have to be? All right, then the other one is women twice my age. So 92. So okay, I'm good.
I would love to have a young 92-year-old.
Yeah. All right. So
We're looking at 108.
Let's start with Laura. Laura, do you go with A? Do you give a eulogy for someone you didn't know, faking it for 15 minutes, Or do you only sleep with people twice your age, where in your case, you're the luckiest of anybody here, with 68 being that low number?
I'm going to go with sleeping with the men twice my age.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I feel like I could do that better than give a eulogy for someone I don't know.
Oh, Manster's got his hand up. Manster.
Can I go with sleeping with men twice Laura's age? Because I'll choose that.
Yes, you can sleep with men twice Laura's age.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Go right ahead. Only men, though.
Only men. Yeah. So what do you got, Manster?
Jesus. I guess I'm going to do the eulogy. Because I don't think there's pretty slim pickings, really.
All right, you'll get through it. It's like any other public speaking event. After the first 3 or 4 minutes, you'll just glide right into it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Larry, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm at the podium. I'm gonna be up at the podium.
All right, so this is interesting because now we have our first non-unanimous.
Right. Yeah.
And that makes me think, Laura, are you afraid of public speaking, or are you nervous that you would say the wrong thing and really ruin this person's legacy?
Yeah, I feel like I would say something really inappropriate and just kind of
I'm okay with that.
Have people throw garbage at me. And
at the funeral, you think they have garbage?
Yeah.
I could probably do both.
I always have garbage around.
They've got tomatoes at the ready.
I feel like I could do the eulogy, but I could do the 68-year-old men, and I would enjoy that more.
There you go.
You know what I like about that? That's honest. I enjoy that. That's honest.
I'll go with the twice my age, and then I'll do her eulogy.
There you go. Yeah. I know. Here's your situation.
I'm pretty sure I'd kill her.
That's what I'm saying, Manster. Here's your situation. You do the 102-year-old woman, and then when you kill her with your pelvic thrusting, you then eulogize her to her family.
Yeah, to her uncle who's
there's none of them. They're all fucking dead.
Her grandson who's like my age.
Exactly. Her grandson is 76. So you don't have to worry about nothing. All right. Scenario 4. Let me pull 2 more out.
Any splooge creep in there?
Yeah, no poop milkshake tonight.
No poop milkshake. No. Yeah, no diarrhea milkshake.
I think Stu. That's probably why Stu keeps falling down the stairs.
All right. Okay, so we have not had these ones yet. Scenario A: change your last name to Hitler. Oh, God. All right, and then scenario B. This is a good one. This is gonna be tough. Experience the pain of childbirth every time you poop. Every time you poop.
Oh.
So let me go immediately to Larry for any questions on these two.
All right. Okay. Do I have to tell people my last name?
Yeah. It's changed. It's on everything. It's on your license. Everything you have has Larry Hitler all over it.
Okay. So everything I have says that. Can I pronounce it differently? Hitler. My name's Hitler.
You can, but it's spelled Hitler, and everybody knows what Hitler is.
All right, now the pain of childbirth every time what? Every time I poop?
Every time you poop. Oh. It's not the length of childbirth, but it's the complete physical pain of childbirth. So if childbirth is a 9-hour experience, let's say, I know it's not the same for every woman, you get that spectrum of pain in the 2 minutes it takes you to drop a turd.
Okay.
You're afraid to poop. You are nervous as shit to take a shit for the rest of your life.
So it lasts the duration of the poop?
Oh yeah. The second you start to the second you finish, once you finish it goes away, but it is the entire time. So if it's a quick 30-minute dropper or 30-second drop, done. But if it's one of those ones where you're on the bowl for 5-6 minutes of having a kid ripping out of you.
Oh God. All right. I'm good.
All right. Laura, do you have any questions?
Can I explain to people why my name is Hitler? Or will they think that I changed it because I like Hitler?
You can explain to people because I think that's torturous enough that for the rest of your life, you're going to have people looking at you sideways, and it's almost as much torture to have to say to everybody you ever meet, look, here's the thing. I was playing a game, and I made this choice, and I had to change my last name to Hitler, and it was
I lost my fantasy football this year.
Yeah, Tom Brady's stats weren't as good as I thought they'd be with the Bucks, and yeah. So it's almost as torturous as having the last name Hitler, and that associated with you is that you can get away with explaining to people but people are still gonna, they're gonna see your name. You're gonna get picked last. For certain things,
Hard to get a job.
Jobs are immediately gonna go. Like this Laura Hitler person, like seems like she is a lovely girl. But
very talented.
Yeah, she's very talented. Let's be honest, Bob. Her last name's Hitler. I'm not fucking hiring her.
Okay. All right. No questions.
Manster, any questions?
No. I'm at a very distinct unfair disadvantage for this question.
I do. But yeah, and I do. We'll jump it up there. All right. So Manster, what do you choose to do?
I can't deal with the pain of childbirth in my condition, so it's going to have to be Heitler.
So you're going to go with spelling it that way, but mispronouncing it on purpose and just going with the explanations. Okay.
I'm going to have to. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Lloyd Hitler. Everybody, Lloyd Hitler. Larry, what do you got?
Yeah. Now I've had a lot of kidney stones, which I've been told are a lot similar, the pain.
Mm-hmm.
And if that's true, then the answer is no. I will be Larry Hitler.
Yeah.
Wow.
We got 2 L Hitlers here. Let's go for three LHs.
Yeah, honestly, at this point,
cool club.
Honestly, at this point, if Laura chooses to change her name to Laura Hitler, you guys could be like a family. So
fine, that's fine.
Let's find out. Laura,
God damn it.
My 2 dads.
So, Laura, do you choose for the incredibly painful poops, or do you go full on Nazi, Fuhrer last name?
Full on makes it sound like I'm doing this with gusto, but I think I'll have to go for the Nazi last name, the Hitler last name.
Wow.
The idea of, even though my body is built to do it, the idea of actually doing it makes me want to die. So having to do it every day would just make me go absolutely insane, and I could deal with the questions that I'll get with my Hitler last name.
All right.
Yeah,
all right.
That might have surprised you, huh, John?
I'm a little surprised. We have three Hitlers.
Three Hitlers
three Hitlers on the board. But hey. And no matter how funny that is, I will not name the episode that. All right. Let's go with the next one. All right. This is a good one. This is two bodily functions lined up here.
Ooh.
So, again, the game is Pick Your Poison. Go to pickyourpoisongame.com. Thank you to the folks over there for supplying us with this. We've had some fun with it over the last year. Choice A. Pee a little bit every time someone says your name. Pee a little bit every time someone says your name. And before you guys qualify this, it's not your Hitler name. It's your real name. All right? And it's I'll qualify it before you guys ask, because I know we'll get there. It had to make it a little easier for you. It has to be your full name.
Mm-hmm.
So it has not your middle name, but your full first and last name. So if someone says, Larry, Laura, or Lloyd, you're not peeing, but someone says Laura Hyland or Larry Dwyer or Lloyd Green, you've got a little bit of pee coming out. Your second choice B, is let out a smelly fart every time you orgasm. Every time.
Who's to say I don't already?
Well, again, that's what makes it Pick Your Poison. If you're already doing that, then you probably want to choose that. So I'll start with the Manster. Manster, do you have any questions for me on these two?
Any questions? Is it loud?
The fart?
Yeah.
I guess yes. I'm going to say yes because I want it to be identifiable as you. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want you to try to yeah, it's loud.
All right, and the other one was the P. Anytime someone says your full name.
Someone in China is talking to somebody, and they're talking about another Lloyd Green, or they're talking about you.
Well, that's ridiculous.
Well, that's the game.
I think you mean to you, like where you can hear it.
It says, pee a little bit every time someone says your name. How many times do you think a day people are saying my name around anywhere, like in full? Probably not a lot.
Well, to be fair, I think
there could be more. There could be more Lloyd Greens in the world, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
But that's what I mean. So someone else says Lloyd Green, he's pissing a little bit.
I'm friends with another
that
Laura
doesn't
Hyland
sound
that I
right.
don't know on Facebook.
I think you're extrapolating way too far on this one.
Oh, I have the right. I'm the game master.
You're the game master.
Laura, you said you are friends with another person with your name?
Yeah, I think she lives in Danbury. I think she's older than me, and she friended me one day. And I've always meant to friend other Laura Hylands on Facebook, just because I think that would be fun.
It'd be a good group. And
Yeah.
remember, anytime someone says any one of their names, you're peeing a little bit. So, All right. So, Manster, any other questions?
No, that's it.
All right, Larry, anything?
Yeah, what I think is an important question.
Okay.
And I guess I don't know if it really has to do with how much pee there is, but will somebody see the pee through my pants?
I'm gonna be benevolent and say no, but it's enough that you will know that there's pee in your underwear. Like you're like, uh-oh, I just peed a little bit.
Yeah. Or instead of my, like my ear ringing, like I pee because somebody says my name, like somebody's talking about me. I just peed a little bit.
Yeah.
Interesting. So I don't know if I have any other questions. I think that was really the only one on my mind. I just wanted to know if people would see that I'd peed.
Okay. Well, it's more of a personal discomfort.
Gotcha.
Laura?
Okay, so when I pee, like, can I wear like a pad or something? Like, if I were to have my period or something, can I just keep that in there the entire time?
This
I
is
think
where
I
you
have
have
this
to be
advantage
smarter with
question
your
of being the only
questions.
female here.
Yeah, no, it's okay. It's okay. No pad.
No, and I just like free
No
vomit.
pad.
Okay.
You're underwear at best if that's what you choose to do. Otherwise,
See, Laura, this is where you don't ask that qualifying question because that becomes part of your answer.
Yeah, look, yeah.
Oh, okay. I still have to grasp the game. Okay, I know what I'm going to choose.
All right, you guys had a lot of questions about the pee one and almost nothing about the fart orgasm one. So I'm interested to find out. We'll start this time with Laura. Laura, do you pee a little bit every time someone says your full name? Again, anywhere on Earth, or do you let out a smelly fart? And I'm gonna do the caveat. Like I said earlier in the episode about Larry's peppers, this is a fucking smelly fart. This is like a sharp. I'm gonna use the word sharp.
Sharp.
This is like when it hits nostrils, people are like, stings the nostrils. It's not good.
They're blowing out, right? They're going.
Yeah, they're like, oh God, this is not good. So, Laura, which one do you choose?
Okay, so I'm going to go with pee a little bit every time somebody says my name. One thing you probably don't know about me, because we are internet strangers, is I only ever wear skirts or dresses.
Oh.
So I feel like I could deal with that very easily and like either just like air it out or nobody would even notice.
Okay. Well, see, that's good though. You're using that in your answer. I don't think I brought this up on a show prior, but I did meet Laura in person at Larry's drive-in show. And other than seeing her on screen, if I had never seen Laura on screen, even after meeting her in person, I would never be able to pick her out of a lineup because we both had masks on and glasses and it was like 40 degrees. And I'm pretty sure, like we talked for 5 minutes, I'm pretty sure we were facing in different directions because
I had to take my glasses off because it was cold out and I couldn't see anything.
The glasses were totally fogged. I'm like, I think I know her voice. And I'm using echolocation like Daredevil. Like, I think she's right there. All right, so Laura uses her skirts to her advantage. Larry, what do you do?
Yeah, I'm peeing.
You're peeing?
I'm peeing. Like, it's fine. That's not bad. Sometimes I like to feel a little pee. It's a little warm. Yeah. Especially if it's a cold day. That's good. That's good. I'm fine. Nobody can see it. That was what I was most concerned with.
All right. See, I was trying to be fair. Lloyd accused me of being a bastard with my anybody says your name anywhere. But
anywhere.
I figured by offsetting it by the fact that it wasn't visible urination, like you're not soaking your pants, that makes it.
There it goes.
All right, Manster, what do you do?
Back in the 90s, I believe it was, I went to a concert at The Sting in
New Britain,
which used to be Molly Malone's little strip club. And I saw a band called the Smithereens, who I really liked. And I was in the bathroom with Pat Denizio, who was the lead singer of the Smithereens. And he was wearing black jeans, and he had a little extra pee come out. And when he got up on stage, there it was, so crystal clear to me, because I knew. And he had this fucking black pee stain on the front of his pants for that whole concert, and all I could do was laugh the whole time.
Was it because you said his name?
Yeah, Pat Denizio.
Yes, I was saying his name over and over.
Somewhere right now, if he's still alive, right now he's urinating all over himself.
That's right.
So what do you choose, Manster?
Well, you said no pads for Laura, but you didn't say no Depends. So I'm just going to wear Depends or maybe even a condom. I don't know. Wrap something up there and just keep peeing.
If you put a condom on your penis, Lloyd, every day.
I can have to invent something new. I'm not
listen.
talking about.
But what I'm saying is this is awesome because you've invented something incredible.
Yeah.
You put this condom on at the beginning of the day. Let's say in an average day, let's say around the world, the phrase Lloyd Green is said 15 times. Okay. Let's say you pee enough to fill it halfway up. You then, at the end of the day, have like a fucking water balloon. And you could find someone you don't like, and you could
tie it off.
You could tie it off and pelt them right in the head with it, and it's a piss water balloon.
Yep. That's it.
I like the sound of it.
That sounds like what he was aiming at all along. It's water balloon.
I was thinking of catheterizing, but that's too far to go.
Yeah, that's... All right, this one, I'm going to be honest with you right now, this one could get heavy, and it definitely, this one's going to be an interesting choice. Choice A, you're going to think, this sounds terrible until I read this one.
Oh, come on.
All right, no, seriously, this is what you would call the Sophie's Choice. We get one of these every time.
Oh,
right?
no.
Use a cheese grater to remove all the skin from your left forearm. Right? Now think about it. Now we'll qualify it in a second. So that sounds terrible, right? Use a cheese grater to remove all the skin from your left forearm. Well, choice B. Instinctively know when everyone you know is going to die, but be unable to do anything about it. All right. So let me go immediately to Lloyd for questions.
Cheese grater. Are we talking cheese grater? So the bigger box type graters, not like the little zester.
Whatever is the most hardcore cheese grater you've ever seen.
All right.
All right. Yeah. Not a zester.
He's grating some nutmeg on his on his eggnog.
No, an actual. You know the cheese graters. Right? Don't cheese graters have different sides?
Oh yeah. We do them on the little zester too.
Yeah. So whatever. So I'll put it this way.
Like the bigger side.
Whatever side to you in your head would be the worst. That's the one that gets spun to. So if Laura says to herself, "Oh, the big side probably will take stuff off faster," but in your head you're like, the little side is going to hurt more. It's each one of you. It's the worst one for whatever one.
Okay.
I think the side is like the slicer.
Yeah.
Like I think that would probably be the worst.
So there you go. Whatever one you would fear the most.
But if you do it slowly, you could take more off at one time.
The forearm. When you say forearm, to me that means just the front side of the arm, not the back side.
This is your forearm here, right? That's what I assume.
Yeah.
So, and I will be fair because this is terrifying. It's wrist to elbow and just on the bottom half.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the most sensitive spot.
I know it is. That's why I chose it.
Thinking about it.
And the other one was
instinctively know when everyone you know is going to die, but be unable to do anything about it. So essentially, everyone you know has got a date over their head, and you know that's the date, and you can do nothing about it other than live with it and deal with it in your head.
Okay, so is that all right? I'll just put it like that. Is that just like basically you see a date over someone's head, and everyone you know that you
and it is it is true to the extreme. You've seen it happen a million times.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think I have any more questions.
Larry?
That's my creep show tattoo. That's one of my favorites. Like, I really, really would hate to lose that tattoo.
And again, remember, you're not causing anybody to die. It's just, you know that this person that, you're friends with has, X date 29.
Can I tell them?
No, well, you could do nothing about it. And I would almost think, isn't telling them worse?
I don't know.
I think that is mean.
Maybe they want to know. Maybe I can make money off it. Maybe I can make money off of this someday.
All right. So you know what? I will give you the option to be able to tell them. But much like the last time we played, and there was something to do with old people, you were going to turn it into a business. I don't think you're too sweet of a guy. You're not going to make money off of this.
No. All right. So. And there's nothing I can do to stop it. I could tell him if I wanted to. Cheese grater. There's really what kind of questions could you have about that? And all right. Here's a question. Can I do it a little at a time, like a swipe a day, like, or does it have to be all at once? Fucking sit here until all the skin on that fucking forearm is gone. And when you say all the skin, do you mean like a layer of skin, or like down? Are we going down to muscle? Like
Muscle.
oh, Jesus.
Muscle.
All right, so
to answer your question, you got to do it all at once.
can you even do that without passing out? I don't even know if that's possible. I don't even know if that. I doubt it's possible. I think you would pass out before you got there. But this is a game, so okay, I'm good.
All right, Laura.
Okay. How long? Like, do I know when they're going to die as soon as I meet them,
It's
or is it like right before it's going to happen?
No, your like point of vision in your life is everybody you know, everybody you see. So it says so let's say it's not necessarily strangers, but it's anybody that's in your life that you've been introduced to. So people you know, whether it's a friend, a family member, an acquaintance, people that know you and you know them.
Mm-hmm.
When you see them, there is just hanging over there. It's like a sim. You know that what color is
They
it?
have like a little triangle.
The green diamond.
Yeah, it's a diamond, right? Yeah.
Instead of that really cute green diamond, it's their fucking death date on it.
Okay.
And it's shaped like a tombstone.
Yeah,
Ooh,
it's a
sounds
tombstone.
cool. You're just making it sound cooler.
Yeah. All right, so let's
we
go.
just invented a game.
The Dead Sims.
Yeah.
Let's go to Larry. Larry, what do you choose?
As awful as it is, I'm taking the flesh. I'm taking the skin off. I can't. I wouldn't be able to deal with seeing that with my family. Like, there's no way.
Yeah,
couldn't do it.
yeah. And as a bonus, because you chose that, we're gonna like get you the Creepshow tattoo on any other part of your body you want for free from Bida Comics. All right. So we'll take care of you on that. Laura, what do you do?
So I always worry about people that I love dying. It's like an anxious tick that I have. So I think seeing the date they're going to die would kind of actually help me out. So I'm going to see the date that they would die so I could stop worrying about it being unknown.
You've got some good answers. That's a good answer. I don't know if that's my answer, but that's a good answer. All right. Manster. So we got 1 and 1. Laura would almost feel better knowing Larry's willing to take the forearm off. And what is the Manster doing?
Yeah, I don't. Damn, I cannot see myself taking all the skin off with a cheese grater. But on the other hand, yeah, I certainly don't want to know when my family is going to die. If this is a visual thing, is this a visual thing? Because I can just look at it once the first time I meet them, and then just never look at that and forget about it, and just not look at their date.
It hangs over their head all the time.
Yeah, but I won't look at it.
No.
You can't not look at it.
You can't not look at it.
Oh, I cannot look at it.
And the second you see it, it's going to register because these people mean something to you. So the second you see blank person and it says 2027, even if you never look at it again, you're gonna be like, fuck, Doug is dead in 2027. Like, it's gonna be there.
Like, you're gonna see it once and you're gonna know.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. It's got to be imprinted.
It kills me the most with my family.
Yeah. Yeah. Of course.
So what are you doing?
Does skin grow back after that?
No, even if it does, it doesn't in this scenario.
Right?
And you will heal. You'll be mangled. You'll have a fucked up looking forearm, but you won't have a fucked up brain from.
Yeah, I don't like this question. I'll go with the cheese grater.
All right. Yeah, that was a rough one. That was that hit a little real. Okay. Scenario A: pull all your fingernails out one by one. So each one by one, both hands. You got to do it. Scenario B: and you were all betrothed people, married, boyfriend, whatever. Find out your partner is really a prostitute hired by your parents. All right. So we'll start with Laura. Do you have any questions on these two? Pull out all your fingernails, or find out that your partner is really a prostitute that's been hired by your parents.
Am I using like a plier to pull off my nails? Or am I like digging them into a wall and like nicking them off?
Jesus. I'm going to go with you have to do any method that you would want. Since this is so horrifying, any method that you think would be better for you.
Okay, so just like best practice for you. Okay.
I like how she called it best practice. Like it's a work thing. Like, what is Jim, what's the best practices again on pulling your nails out? Well, me personally, I like to use pliers But this girl Laura, she put her hand on the wall and just rip them out.
Okay, and regarding the spousal prostitute thing,
Yeah.
will the money that my parents are paying him, will he be able to share that money with me?
No. Once you find everything out, essentially what our friends at Robber Barons Inc. would call an elaborate ruse is over,
Mm-hmm.
and you are now.
So he doesn't want to be with me.
No,
after I find
it's
out.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
like yeah. So it's all been a show.
Okay, all right.
All right, Manster, any questions on these?
I'm married like 20 something years. They're keeping up this ruse for like 23 years.
Yep.
It's impressive.
Your parents, for you having been married for 23 years, your parents have put like money into like some kind of, I'm going to use a word I don't really truly understand, escrow account that she just always gets paid out of. And as long as every week, as long as she checks that account and then whatever has been dropped into it, she continues the ruse of being married to you.
Oh, okay. And the children, well, they're
Children love you.
okay.
They don't know any better, and they don't know. But
Okay.
all right,
Sure. Yeah.
Scary Larry.
But the children will have to find out.
Well, mommy's going to be gone because she's a prostitute, and no matter how much she acts like she loves her kids, she doesn't. She's just she's gone. She's like as soon as like you find out, she's like, oh well, and then the money stops coming through the account, and she's like, I'm out.
Yeah. Now, can I anesthetize it all before this fingernail procedure?
Yes, I'm gonna give. You know what? This one's harder than I thought about, especially for like the long-term married people. So yes, I will say to make it easier for you, if you were going to do this, you could, but it's minor. It's enough to make it so that whatever pain it would be half of that.
Okay, I'm clear.
You're still gonna feel it. You're pulling that fingernail out, and instead of a 10, you're at a 5.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's stay with Larry and find out what he would do.
Well, first of all, it'd be really weird that my parents would do that. It's a strange thing. I've never had a problem getting girlfriends. I don't know why they would feel the need to have to pay some woman to marry me.
Yeah, it's hard to wrap my brain around that whole scenario.
Well, let's just remember. Let's remember it's a game, and in this game, your parents are some kind of like diabolical geniuses who many years ago decided that this is the path that you are now on.
That's fine. That's fine that they did that. I think that would be too hard on the kids and myself as well. Not want to find out that this.
You mean mom's a whore?
Yeah. I would not want to find out that my wife, who I love, is a prostitute and doesn't like me at all. So I'll take some Oxycontins or whatever if those are still available. I don't think Purdue Farm is allowed to produce them anymore, but I'll find something and grab some pliers and go to town.
Tear them out. All right. Let's go to the Manster. Manster, what are you doing?
Yeah, I've been to the hospital for removal of something under my nail, and they gave me some anesthetic that worked pretty good, so I'll just go with that.
All right. All right, Laura, are you going to go against these two and go the other way, or are you ripping your fingernails out as well?
I mean, like, I can't even watch somebody, like, just see the fact that somebody has a hangnail.
Yeah.
So the idea of ripping my fingernails off just makes my entire body like shrivel into itself. Ugh.
And then you get those little stubby looking sausage
and I will say this, even though I said that the person is a prostitute and it was an elaborate ruse and bails out on you, I guess I will give it a little bit of the caveat that like there's not saying that maybe like they don't come back and go, I really did like you. You know what I mean? Like, I guess part of that would be your willingness to accept the fact that was all, however long it's been for any of you, it's been a ruse up until then, but I'll leave that open as well.
Yeah. I mean, like, I really like to paint my nails, and I've invested a lot of money into nail polish.
They'll grow back.
If my parents did that for me, because if they thought like I couldn't get it, I'm going to go with prostitute.
All right.
Husband or boyfriend.
Okay. All right. Laura's made some fringe decisions on this one. She hasn't done anything as horrible as masturbate people out of existence like Lloyd has in the past. But all right, here's the last one, and I will immediately give you guys the caveat on one of these because, well, you'll see why. So the very last one for tonight, and per usual, I hope you guys had fun. This is always fun. There could be some bummer questions in here, but A, drink a bag of blood from the blood bank. All right, go to the blood bank and drink an entire bag of blood. B, be unable to have sex without getting pregnant. That also works for the guys. So in some fantasy universe, the next time you have sex, you're getting pregnant. What would you rather do? But first of all, do you have any questions for me? I'll go with Lloyd first.
So this blood is pure, clean blood.
Drinking blood sounds so fucking horrible that I'm not gonna make it like AIDS blood, or it's the cleanest. It is the cleanest blood from the cleanest, healthiest person in the blood bank, but it's a big fucking bag, whatever average bag is. It's full.
This is sounding really good.
Yeah.
Can I put this blood in a nice, dark brown bottle and heat it up?
I don't know how that's better, but you absolutely can.
Oh, it's better. Believe me, it's better.
I'm afraid of that answer.
Yeah, I'm not
afraid of that answer.
I'm not questioning it. I'm not questioning it.
All right. What was the other one besides the blood?
Be unable to have sex without getting pregnant.
Oh, right. Okay.
Nothing on that one?
No.
All right. Laura, what do you got? What questions?
Well, with the pregnancies, do abortions come into play?
Oh,
or
Jesus.
Plan B or something?
Yes, they do. Okay. But again, like what a fucking disaster that becomes. And eventually after a few times, you're going to get like a severe reputation at the Planned Parenthood, I assume. Yeah. The abortion clinic is going to be like, can you please, like we don't have like a subway card here that we stamp. Like, can you please go the fuck away?
Okay. All right. I think I know my answer. No more questions.
Larry, any questions on this one?
So you get pregnant every time, not just once.
You're unable to have sex without getting pregnant. So if you have sex, you get pregnant. Now, I'll be fair. In the 9 months while you're gestating your baby, Larry, you can bang away, and it's not going to be it's already a magical enough pregnancy, but it's not going to be like you're going to have multiple babies in you. So you get 9 months of reprieve where you can fuck till you die from it. But the second that baby's born, you have sex again, you immediately get pregnant again.
Gotcha. Interesting. I'm good.
Okay. All right. Let's start with the Manster, who already has said too much about it.
I'm going to drink that blood and love it.
All right. A nice warm brown bottle of blood.
A nice warm bottle of blood. Yep.
Brown bottle.
Yeah. What was the brown bottle for? Was there?
Why ask?
Just thinking of a colored bottle. That's all.
Okay. All right. Larry, are you going to be hatching some babies, or are you going to be drinking some blood?
No, I'm going to drink the blood. I don't. That sounds gross, but whatever. I'd rather not be pregnant if that's all good and with everybody. Hopefully everybody's okay with that. I don't think I should carry a child in me.
You can name him Larry.
Not fair to the world.
Yeah. No, it's just not fair to anybody, me or anyone, for me to carry a child. So no.
All right, we'll finish off with Laura. Laura, which way are you going?
Yeah, I've spent like more than half of my life avoiding getting pregnant, so I'm gonna drink that blood very quickly.
All right. All right. So the three of you are going down to the blood bank together. You're gonna
cheers.
Yeah, cheers. Lloyd will have his nice and more warm,
his warm brown bottle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I just don't want a clear bottle,
Sure.
Let me qualify that just out of the game here. So Laura, the blood, would you prefer it like warm like Lloyd, or would you prefer it like room temperature or cold? What do you think?
I think cold, because I think the warmer it is, the more you're gonna taste the metallic penniness of blood. So it's like drinking a bottle of liquid pennies or something. Like, yeah.
Larry, are you going cold?
I don't know enough about biology to know if it congeals at a cold. Like, I don't know. Like, because I would not want it congealed. I would rather have it as thin as possible.
Yeah.
Whatever temperature. Have to be stored cold?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Whatever temperature would keep it.
I like it body temperature. That's how I like it.
Warm and thick.
This is a little scary. Like,
we're learning. Yeah, I think I feel better knowing that about Lloyd's masturbation death wish then the fact that
98.6 degrees. That's fine for me.
98.6 typical body temperature.
The perfect temperature.
Yeah, but don't worry again, it's clean blood. So all right, so pickyourpoisongame.com, check them out. We always have fun doing this. We get to learn things about people that we didn't know before. It's always fun.
The way blood is meant to be drank.
Yeah, well, I mean, we learned
It's still happening. It's still happening.
we learned that Larry doesn't think that he would make a good birth father. Lloyd apparently is some form of like a vampire.
Yep.
Laura has explained to us that that skirt wearing helps dry out the pee faster, and that's all stuff we didn't know before. So
Thank God we were here for it.
yeah. All right, Manster, do you have any of our information to read off so people, if they want to continue to listen to the show?
I highly doubt it, guys. I got to tell you. I think this is it.
Nah, come on.
All right.
The website, pintocomics.com. You can get some, read some articles and reviews, and the podcast. Subscribe on all your podcatchers. You know, give us a nice rating if you so choose, if you like it. On Facebook, it's at Pino Comics, and which one is at _O_ comics?
Instagram,
yeah. Facebook and Twitter, it's at Pino Comics. And Sir John is on the radio, WESU 88.1 FM and WESUFM.org on Sunday nights at 6:30.
That's right. So Larry and Laura, God, the L names, especially like your names are very close. They're hard to say together. Lloyd, the Hitler trio. Thank you for playing. It's been fun. And since you're not a co-host this week, Lloyd, I will say the magic words that get us out of this episode, and it is see ya.
It's over, Johnny. It's over. Nothing is over. Nothing. You just don't turn it off.